Good morning, everybody. My name is Joyce. Going to be using some weights if you have weights at home. If not, I'm using 2 cans, and they're almost a pound. So whatever you have around that you can use, just grab it, and we'll get started. Excuse me. Let's take a nice deep breath first. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, blowing out the breath. And notice your abs. When you blow out the breath, we use the abs more. It compresses our abs more. So 2 more breaths. Try to keep the shoulders down as we're inhaling. And then we're going to drop the arms. And we're going to come standing. Take your feet wider than your hips. Let me get away from my chair. And toes slightly turned out. Going to swing and wrap. As you're facing in one direction, your opposite heel comes up so that we can protect our knees here. Excuse me. Warming up the back here, especially releasing the lower back. Let the arms hang, let them just follow with you. If they can naturally wrap around your body, go ahead. It lightly taps our organs in the body. Healthy for us, gets rid of toxins in our body. And we're just swinging here. Let's go back and forth. 2 more sets. And then we're coming back standing, taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, bring your arms down. So we're going to step tap, leading to your right, step tap, moving the arms, just pumping the arms back and forth. A little warm up before we start working out with some weights. Beautiful day today. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hope you can get outside today and enjoy some of it. Now we're going to take 2 steps to the right. 1, 2, and tap. 1, 2, and tap. So there's a mirror behind me. So you can see back behind me in a lot of our moves today. 1 more. And then if you want to add in a grapevine, it's just step behind and tap. Or stay with tap. Up to you this morning. So you will need a little bit of room around your chair for our movement today. Back and forth, 1 more set to the right, and then to your left. Then we're going to plant the feet. You can face forward. I'm just showing you. Going to lift the back heel and bend the front knee. Lift, we're inhaling, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to have to come out of this chair. And then we're just turning around, nothing fancy. Lift, bring the heel down to stretch through the leg. And 2 more, 1, 2. And let's take a nice deep breath. Let me back up so you can see my head. There's a nice deep breath. And then we're just going to a slight jog. I'm just barely lifting my heels. I don't jump, I don't jog. It hurts my knees. Doesn't seem to bother me at the time, but I pay for it later. So always keeping that in mind. And then we're going to take the feet out, take a nice deep breath. I'm going to step tap again, but we're moving the arms out and in. So if you have been outside working in the yard a lot like I have, you may be feeling it in your lower back. So we're going to make sure the body is warmed up, especially your lower back. And then we're coming back to just a little trot or just walk in place, lifting the knees. Just a few more minutes of a warm up. We're going to take the feet out here. They're much wider than our hips and our toes are turning out. Going to inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the knees. Our chest is coming forward, but we are keeping our head up above our heart. Inhale, lifting up. If you need lower back support, the hands can come to your legs as your chest is coming forward. Or just swing the arms up and down. So last Friday we did a lot of arm work. Still going to work the arms, working the legs a little bit more today. 2 more. And then we're going to bring the arms down, step your feet in, and let's start by coming back behind the chair. I'm going to come out of this jack for a little bit. And I'm going to turn my chair. I have my hands underneath my chair so I don't step and trip on them. You're going to take your feet a little bit wider than your hips and the toes turning out. Going to lift the heels, squeeze the calf muscle, and then bring it down. Going to lift up and down. Try not to lean forward as you're lifting up. Just pick up the heels straight up and down. And we're breathing, of course. Squeeze, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. 2 more. Then we're going to take the right foot back just to stretch it out for a moment. The tailbone tucks under so we're not arching the spine. Stay here, enjoy the stretch for just a moment. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, changing legs. If your heel can come to the floor, that's great. It may lift slightly, but press through the heel to stretch out. Good, then step back in. Let's go ahead and grab our weights. You don't have to stay in the chair. You can come out of your chair now. Give you some options. Sometimes I do forget the options, sorry. Keep your head up as you're lifting down. I have my way up underneath. So we're going to start with our feet out wide and drop the weights. Palms are facing forward. Lift up and bring it down. Up and down. Focus on your movement so you're not swinging the weights. Control it. Squeeze into the weight. I am checking the clock today. Instead of counting, I like to talk to you a little bit. And when I talk to you, sometimes I lose our count. Big glare on the clock today, sorry. So we're starting out working the tricep muscle. And then we're going to release all the way down. Our feet are out wide so we can drop our arms down. We're coming halfway up, all the way up, and all the way down. Halfway, elbows are in. Touch your shoulders or almost touching the shoulders. Don't have to touch your shoulders, and up. So I am fairly new here, or I am new here. My name is Joyce. I have been teaching about 15 years, and I started out with yoga, moved into Pilates, and then silver sneakers. I'm having allergy issues today. I hope you can't hear me clearing my throat. I am 67 years old. I have really bad spine, arthritis in my spine, and my spine is degenerating. So I have to keep moving. It's very important I keep moving. Now we're going up and down a little bit faster. I have to keep the body moving, even though we don't feel like it. I have to keep a healthy spine, healthy body. I do lift weights, although since I've been in quarantine, I have not been doing it, shame on me. Now we're turning the hands or your weights facing forward, and we're going up and down, up and down. I was losing bone density in my right hip. I had osteopenia, so I had to get serious about it. So I worked with a personal trainer because I can do it on my own, but with my spine, I needed somebody right there to watch me. And I no longer, my bone density is normal in my hip, which has not been normal for over 15 years, and I don't have osteopenia. But having said that, it took me quite a while. So hang in there. Last one, bring it down. We're going to walk the feet in so we can use our ankles And we're taking the elbows in and the arms out. We're lifting up all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. You always have options, and it's no big deal to take an option, and you can alternate here. You don't have to use both. One at a time, it's still working the muscle group, and we're focusing on this bicep muscle. Tricep is in the back. Good, I can see we have somebody on here with me. I love that. So when I teach this in a classroom, I play kind of smooth jazz. I don't teach to the beat of the music, but I do play some soft background music. Do 2 more here. And then going to roll the shoulders up, resetting them, roll them up. It will tighten up, take them back behind, and relax them down. You can feel the chest open, and we're going to stay here for a moment, just pressing the shoulders down, activating the muscles in the back, and we're going to take a breath. And since we worked this muscle, bicep, we're going to work the opposing muscle, the tricep muscle. Going to lean forward slightly. I'll turn sideways. Start at the hip, go back and up. We're doing double here, not just one side, or you can alternate back and forth. You can do this standing with bent knees, up to you. You don't have to come out of the chair. We're doing the same movement. We are stopping at the hip to start with. You can always play music at home. It doesn't have to be workout music. It's the type of music that you enjoy while you're working out. I have a very soft bend in my knees. I don't want to lock my knees out. It's not comfortable. And then we're stopping at the hip. We're turning where the back of your hand is at the hip, and we're lifting both up and down, or one at a time, up and down. So we're stopping at the hip, so we don't have as much range of motion, and we're really feeling it in the tricep muscle. We're squeezing the muscle. Squeeze the can if you want to. And in working the tricep muscle, it may help if you squeeze your last 2 fingers even harder into the can. You might feel it more in the tricep muscle. Up and down, up and down. 2 more. And then we're stopping at the hip, coming all the way up and all the way back. Again, try not to swing the weights. Stop bending the knees always. Don't want to lock out our knees. We might get lightheaded. Some people pass out when they lock out their knees. You see guys in weddings all the time pass out. They're locking out their knees, and there's so much tension in their body. They just pass out. Military people, that happens to also. That's what I'm told. So I am feeling this, and it's a very lightweight. I think these are 12 ounces, can of beans. We're doing 2 more, and then relax. We are coming to the chair, and our feet are in. Again, I'll give you a standing option, but really in this, it doesn't matter. We are leaning forward, drop the weight, and we're coming up no higher than our shoulders. So it's up and down. Keep the neck relaxed, and our neck is in alignment with our spine. And again, don't forget to breathe. A lot of times, lifting weights, we hold our breath. I do it myself. Feel the shoulder blades drawing in as you're lifting. We're coming no higher than the shoulders, or maybe just halfway for you this morning. Stopping. Let's go all the way to the center and up. You may be feeling this in your neck. I am. You might want to sit up a little higher, or just try to relax at the base of your skull, which is hard to do in this movement, or it is hard for me, may not be for you. And 2 more. Should be getting a little fatigued by now. And then we're sitting up, always resetting our posture, shoulders over our hips. If you can, you may have to lean forward slightly. And we're going to take the elbows straight out in alignment with the shoulders, or bring them down. Going to lift both up and down. It's up halfway, but not going all the way down. So here we go. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So if you are feeling this in your neck, we're going to, instead of straight up, you're going to angle slightly and lift the chin. Draw your weights, your cans, whatever you're using, closer to one another, but we're not touching. Up and down. This is much easier on my neck at this angle, and I can lift my chin slightly. We have a wonderful facility here. It really is nice. It's a facility you should be proud of. Nice and clean, a lot of nice equipment. Ooh, feeling this in my shoulders. I hope you are. Let's do 2 more. Working against gravity, so it doesn't take long to feel it. Let's take a breath here for just a moment. And we're going back up here. Coming in, and we're squeezing the chest muscles, opening back up and lifting up. Again, I'm coming at an angle, halfway, squeeze, feel it in the chest, open and up. Or come here and stay here, or one at a time. Same thing. If you're not using heavy weights, you can see why you don't want a lot of heavy weight when we're doing a lot of reps here. And I'm doing a lot of reps because I don't know if you have heavy weights or not, or if you're just using cans like I am. But when we focus on the arm work or any area and we do a lot of reps, we feel it a lot more. Woo-hoo. My shoulders are on fire. Remember your option, 1, come in and change. Doing 2 more sets. Got to look at the clock and then bring it down. Let's roll the shoulders. With a deep breath, blowing out the breath. It compresses our abs more. Inhale, blow it out through the mouth, and feel the belly as you're doing that. So we're going to move down to the lower body for a while. Give the upper body a little bit of a rest in case you're feeling it. An angle again. So we're sitting up straight. We're pulling the abs in and keeping them there, which I forget to do as I'm working out, so the belly comes in. This is where we have our issues, I know. But when we strengthen the abs, it helps to protect the lower back. So we're going to keep the abs in, keep the shoulders down, and you're picking up your right leg. Hand on the outside and in on the inside. We're not lifting the leg. We're letting the leg do the work, and we're not rounding. Still sitting up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You don't have to use the arms here, and maybe you do need a little help lifting the leg today, but keep the abs engaged and still sitting up straight. We do this flat on our back on the mat. This is exact same thing. Still working the lower abs, and if you put your hand on your quadricep, you can feel that muscle engage as we're lifting. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you can see the rest of my body is pretty still, and I'm starting to fatigue. I'm wanting to round my back. And we're doing 1 more set. Then sitting up, take a breath in, stopping for water whenever you need it. And a little more Pilates. I'm just angling so you can see. Going to extend the right leg. Lift it no higher than the hip or come lower. We are turning the toe out. You'll feel it in your hip, sitting up, and you can hold back behind the chair, and we're drawing a circle. It's a small circle. Feel it right here. I only did 3, and I'm already feeling 4, 5, 6. Other direction. During 6, if you can, I have a soft bend in my knee, and my leg is heavy already. Bring it down. This is a long lever from your hip to your toes. The further away we get from the body, the harder it is. That's why it's so heavy here. Turn the toe out, and then we're drawing a circle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only thing that's moving is our leg, opposite direction. 3 more if you can. 3. I'm fighting to keep my posture. I keep wanting to lean back and bring this leg down. Might be feeling it a little bit. You can use the palm of your hand to tap if you think you're going to, if you feel like you're going to cramp. Now the option is to use your weights or not. Staying on the legs though, I'm going to use both hands on my right leg. The closer to the knee, the heavier your weight will feel. We'll just be lifting up and down. Again, we're not crunching. Your right leg goes up, 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 and down. Keep the foot flat. Sorry, I have my toe pointed, but we're flexing. And we're staying on this same leg. Bring the foot down. Going to lift straight up. Take it out to the side. If you can, place it down. Pick it up and back. Working the hip, but still this quadricep muscle up, out to the side as much as you can. In. Your option here is to slide out and slide back in. Same movement, we're just not picking the foot up off of the floor. And you would need this movement, this option, if you're feeling it especially in your lower back. But this is a great option. Foot is picked up, out. Probably should be counting on this, but I'm still watching the clock. And we're going to bring it down. And we're changing legs. I need some water, excuse me. Remember, the closer you are to your knee, the heavier the weights. Flex the foot, the toe is lifted, and we're picking up and down. Again, the core is staying still. See how still your core can be. This is our Pilates work. And we're still breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Makes a difference when we're not rocking here. We will do that later to draw in the abs a little bit more. 2 more, 1, 2, bring the foot down. Keeping the foot flexed, lifting up, out to the side, place it down, up, back, and down. Remember, your option is to slide out. Even if you're using this option, keep the core still. Your shoulders are still squared up, our hips are still facing forward, even though we're taking the leg out. If you can, up, out to the side, and down. Up, bring it in, and down. Now, I am having to really focus on not rounding my spine here. Nice straight spine, great posture, not arching or rounding our spine. And 2 more. Reset the shoulders. Did we pick up here? Did we do 8 here? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Let's do 4. Yeah, we did. Okay. So we're going to stretch out the right leg for a moment. And we're going to hinge forward. You can not use a weight or use a weight. I wouldn't do this with a real heavy weight. And I'm just reaching out with a little stretch in between, as you can turn your weight up. Sitting up, inhale, exhale, other foot is out. And it's a nice little stretch behind the leg. And then we're sitting up. You can take your weights down, sit them behind you. Going into, still working the legs. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways again. Going into the hamstring muscle. This movement seems like it's so simple, but it really works. So I don't know, flex the foot, you're starting on the right, and we're taking the heel to the chair. If you had an exercise ball, would be perfect to use here. We're not going to lean forward. If you're hinging forward as you're coming, you might feel it in your hip. Press into the chair. And here we go. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep it. 3, 2, 1. Stay here and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm wanting to lift forward, so I've got to focus on keeping this hip down. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. I want to feel it in this hamstring muscle. Here we go. We're going to pulse. 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. 2 more pulses. 3, 2, 1. I'm feeling this. 3, 2, 1. Stay here for just a moment. And we're going to press into the chair for 8. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should be feeling that. I felt it in my shin and my calf muscle, but we're focusing on this tricep muscle. Going to the other side, start with the foot on the floor, pick the toes up to flex the foot, and then lift the foot off of the floor. I'm facing forward so you can see I'm not moving. Press 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're pulsing. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath here and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Again, a breath. Now, I felt it more on my other leg than this one. 3, 2, 1. Press into the chair. 3, 2, 1. One more like that. 3, 2, 1. My toe is lifted. Doesn't look like it. Take a breath here, and we're pressing in. 8 and 7. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I felt that all the way up into my glutes. So let's pick up the right leg, and we're just going to draw a circle. Doing this more to lubricate the hips, but it's still using our core to lift this leg, other leg. We don't think of using our core when we're lifting, we just think about the leg, but it takes core strength. We have to build core strength, keep it strong, and then bring the foot down. Let's take some deep breaths, inhaling up, exhale through the mouth, inhale, or bend the elbows. Last deep breath, exhale through the mouth. So we're going to come out of the chair. I'm really bad about stepping on my weights, so make sure they're underneath your chair. Of course, I'm going to move mine, so I'm going to just move these out of the way. I have a marker on the floor. They're marking spaces off for when we do open. Going to do some lunges. Hips are facing forward, shoulders are squared up, toes facing forward. Stepping your right leg back. We're staying on the back toe, and we're bending the front knee. Stay here. Press up through the front heel and drop straight down. And a lot of times in these lunges, people are coming forward, want to drop straight down, press up through the heel, up and down. Feel it more in your hamstring when you're pressing up through the front heel. 5 more seconds here. And then we're staying here and we're pulsing for 3, 2, 1. Release, we're straightening the legs. Bend the knee, your front knee, and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Check your front knee is not coming past our toes. We want to take care of the front knee. And we're pulsing again. 3, 2, 1. Up. Pulse. 3, 2, 1, and up. Now I'm feeling this more today on my left leg. So my left leg is weaker today. Up and down. 2, 3, one more. 1, 2, 3. Going to step the back foot in. If you need to walk it out a little bit, go ahead. And another deep breath. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Now we have to go to the other side. It will be your left leg back. Start on the toe, the heel is up. Both legs are straight right now. Adjust your posture, shoulders over your hips without arching or back. And then we're going to up and down. I'm watching the clock, up and down. And your feet are about hip distance apart, unless you need to come a little bit wider, and that would be for your balance, or maybe you're feeling it in the knee. 2 more seconds, up and down, up and down. I'm sliding on the floor, and now we're going to pulse. Bend the knees, stay here and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Remember, press up through this front heel, but our toes are still down, and pulsing. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up and pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you're not sliding. 3, 2, and 1. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3. I'm feeling this in my legs. And then we're stepping in, coming back into what we call mountain pose. Soft bend in the knees and deep breath. And back into our mountain pose. Your feet are about the distance of your hips. And we're going to do some squats here. You can use the chair. With squats, a lot of times we come forward and then we squat. Want to hinge slightly at our hips. Start by pushing your hips back, and then chest is lifted. Press up through the heels. So we're doing 8 here. Up and down, up and down, up. Now, today I can't come very deep, feeling it in my knees, but I'm still getting the same work. Not leaning forward, keeping my chest open. And I lost count. Let's do 2 more. And then back into our mountain pose so we can take a deep breath. Going to do some pulses here in our squats. Remember, start by pushing your hips back. Keep pushing your hips back. Then start to bend the knees. Press up through the heels. And stay here. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Standing up. 3, 2, 1. Push your hips back. When we push our hips back, it protects the knees and it puts the weight in our heels. 3, oops, my knee is talking to me there. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, and up. 2, 1, and up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, and up. Just walking out just a little bit in case you need to. Take the feet out, turn the toes out. Let's do a little swing and wrap. I need to release my lower back. Let the arms swing. Remember, you're coming on your heel. That protects the knee. You'll see this done both ways. But we're doing this to protect the knee, and we can twist a little bit further. We're going to stay standing for a while. facing the chair, and that we are going into the ab work. This will be more lower ab. So pull the belly in, and you're going to lift your right knee and bring it down, up and down. If you can touch the chair, go ahead. And if you can come a little bit higher, but notice the rest of my body is not moving, just this leg. Keeping the core tight and not moving. Using the lower abs to lift. We're not gaining any momentum. If we would here, we'd be gaining some momentum. And we will go there to get a nice crunch. And then we're changing legs. The upper body still, up and down. Foot is relaxed here, not flexing. Focus on this part too, not just the leg. Last one. Take a breath again. Gonna go into our gluteal muscles. That's behind us. Have to have a strong body everywhere, strong tush. Shift your weight into your left leg, and usually this happens. My spine is not straight, so we're gonna squeeze. Hips are facing forward, and we're gonna start with your right foot behind. The foot staying flexed, lead with the heel, and we're lifting. See how it's not a big move. Up and down, up and down. Squeeze, soft bend in your other leg, in your left leg. We'll be doing this one for 30 seconds. So we're halfway. Want to feel it in here. Feeling it. 2 more. Up and down, up and down. You should be feeling that. You'll feel it a little in the legs also. Going over to your left leg, shift your weight into your right leg. Adjust your posture so we're standing up straight. Squeeze your right leg, and then we're going to start with the leg behind us, your left leg, on the toe. Leading with the heel, lifting up and down. Again, we're doing this one for 30 seconds. It's a very small move. If we come up too high, you can hurt your lower back. And then it takes the focus out of the muscle group that we are trying to work. Take my hand behind. Ooh. Up and down, up and down. And see, we're using our own body weight. I like to do Pilates in the chair. This is a standing Pilates. We're not modifying for us. It's a standing Pilates. One more. And then we're going to take the feet out wide. Turn your toes to face forward and just tip from your hip. So we're just tipping. I'm in a flat spine. You can use the chair. Push your hips back, and we're stretching back behind. Try not to pull on the kneecaps, and you can hold on to the chair. And then we're standing back up. Going to step your right foot out to the side. And we're going to turn the toe, just like we're in a warrior series. Your chest is facing forward, abs engaged. We're lifting up this right heel for 8. Squeeze the calf muscle. We're not moving the upper body. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the heel down, and now we're lifting the heel, and we're pulsing. 3, 2, 1. Don't bring the heel back down. Pulsing. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. My foot is sliding on this floor. Squeeze as you're lifting the heel. Pulsing for 3. 2 more sets like this. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Bring the heel down. You may have to walk your right foot out because we're going to be coming here. We don't want our toes to go past our knees. The chest is still facing forward and leaning in. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. and hold. It's like our warrior two, but it's leg strain. And then we're going to turn the toes forward, and we're changing out the feet. Try to align your heel to heel, or you may have to step out a little wider with your front foot. Remember, this is all staying still. We're lifting the heel for 8, 7, 6. We'll bring the heel back down. 3, 2, and 1. Keep the heel lifted. I'm sliding again. We're on the toe, and we're pulsing. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Again, pulse. 2, 1. I swear this class goes so fast. 3, 2, 1. One more. I do want to get in some ab work. 1. And then bring the heel down. Turn the toes facing forward and step your feet in. We are coming seated to do our ab work. We did a little as we lifted the knee. That was lower abs. So I'm going to angle again so you can see what we're doing. Water. Have you a little bit of water? I can see through the windows here. Everything is so beautiful and green. This may seem like a little odd, and it takes a while to get used to it. I'm going to work the upper abs, which is right here, and the lower abs. So I'm going to start here. It's like a pump. So, and it takes a little bit of practice. It's not a big move. It's like a crunch. You're pulling from the upper abs, pulling the abs in. It's like a belly dance exercise, crunch, and it takes a while to get the hang of this move. So crunch, crunch. It's like you're pulling your upper abs and your lower abs together. It's like we're doing here, and you can add the arms if that helps you, or keep your hands down. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try this, practice this through the day. I guarantee you, you will feel this. It does not take long to do many of those. Let's go into our Pilates saw. We do this on the mat. This is the exact same thing. Sitting up straight, extend the arms, and our palms are facing forward. Pull the abs in. As we're inhaling, we're twisting to your right. Exhale, your hand reaches back behind your right leg, your left arm comes back and reaches. Inhaling up, still inhaling as we're twisting, and then reaching as far as you can. It's important to reach behind upper, lower abs, and the obliques, the side abs. Exhaling through your mouth. Being aware of the shoulders. A lot of times in this move, mine starts to creep up. We're pushing down, adding the work in the back. Also, sit up, do your twist, and then come forward. You don't have to reach behind your leg. You come in front. In fact, I actually felt that more coming in front. Still reach behind, twist. When we're reaching behind, we're using the muscles in the back. So a lot going on here. I've got the back of the chair in my way, but that's all right. I'm just adjusting here. Reach. 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 So it's coming up, twist, come forward, and up. 4 moves. Inhale. Exhale, reach, come back up and forward, twist and reach. We're also twisting the spine, doing a lot of these. My feet are sliding. 2 more sets. Keep your form. Have to have proper form so we don't hurt ourselves. And I'm also feeling this. And then relax down. Also felt that in my legs. which I don't feel when I do it on the floor. So we're going to walk the feet in just a little bit. This is our child's pose in the chair. So we're coming forward so we can stretch the lower back. We are letting the abs go. I'm keeping my head up above my heart, and see how we're stretching the lower back. If you can, your chest can come onto your thighs. Does not have to, and you can reach deeper. This is a great stretch for the lower back. And take a breath. Or you can have your elbows here to support your upper body weight. And then we're sitting up. I'm feeling a little bit in my lower back today. Just things I did working in the yard. So let's pick up the right foot and rotate at the ankle. And other leg. Mine's popping. And we're going to take the feet out a little bit wider so we can do some push-ups here. I'm going to turn the fingers in. Notice my elbows when I turn the fingers in. We're not doing tricep push-ups, and we're coming forward. Press into your legs. Don't lift the body like that. Just press so you can press up. Here we go, pressing up. Press into the palm so you feel it. Squeeze the chest muscles as you're pressing up. Come forward. Keep tension in the muscles. Press up and down. I didn't look at the clock, that's all right. Not facing the clock. You'll feel it in your arms, shoulders, back, chest. Same thing if we were on the floor. It's a push-up, or you can do them up against the wall. I get more in the chair like this than I do up against the wall. Feel it on the outer arms. And if you're squeezing the chest muscles when you're pressing up, you'll feel that. Let's do two more. Yeah, so let the arms relax. We're going to do a little stretch here. Our palms facing forward, our thumbs are up, and then we're turning the thumbs down. Take them behind. You may or may not feel the stretch in the back of the arm. Thumbs up, take them down and behind. Up and down. Up and down. Then we're taking the fingertips behind, not drawing the elbows in. And we're twisting to your right. Pick up your right knee, the elbow towards the knee. You do not have to pick up the knee, you can twist. Careful with the lower back. For me, I have to lift one leg at a time. Two legs lifting at the same time, I tend to hurt my back. But you can lift both if you want to. It's up to you. This is your workout. Do a few more before we stretch. Get some stretching in also. And one more set. Then bring the arms down, relax the shoulders down. You can release the belly for a moment. And we're going to stretch both legs out, pressing the toes towards the floor, hands coming behind you on the chair. Lean back and lift the chest up. Take a deep breath, opening up the chest, a little stretch through the belly area. And we're sitting up, slide your feet in, and we're rounding the spine. And sitting back up. Cat and cow. Stretch through the abs, stretch the muscles in the back also. And still moving our spine. My shoulders are creeping up. And then we're going to take the hands behind the chair and lean forward. So all we're doing is reaching behind and draw the shoulders back to stretch across the chest also. And then we're sitting up, taking the hands to the lower back, or you can lace your fingers. Another chest opener. Shoulders draw back, lift the heart center. And then we're drawing the arms together in the front for a nice cat stretch. Draw the chin down and press your shoulders down so you feel it more. And release, sitting up. Let's take a few deep breaths, inhaling up. Exhale through the mouth. Let's take our feet out so our arms are out of the way so we can drop the arms if you want to. Remember, you don't have to go all the way up over the head. Just lift the arms. The more you come forward, the more you'll feel the stretch in the inner thighs. Did a lot of leg work today. And two more. And then we're going to take the arms down by the side, walk the feet in, and just reach from side to side. Stretch through the obliques that we worked out. Moving the spine also. Sitting up, stretch out your right leg and twist to your left. Coming out of our twist, coming forward with the chest, reaching out and over is a deeper stretch, or supporting your upper body weight for your back with the hands to your left leg. Pressing up, stretch out your right leg, and your left leg, twist to your right. There we go. Coming out of the twist, reaching forward. Sitting back up, flex your right foot, take it across your ankle if you can cross the midline of your body. Coming up higher if you can. The chest forward. Nice stretch. Sitting up, change legs. Remember, stay low if you need to. And what we can do on one side, we may have to modify on the other side. I have a lot of things I have to do like that, and that's fine. And then we're sitting up, both feet down. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. Up and down. One more. Take the palms together, bring them down to our heart. And remember, we're pressing our shoulders down. Thumbs touching the heart, the chest. Stretch the arms out, round the spine again, and draw the chin down. And then we're sitting up. Move over so you can take your right leg to the side of the chair. We're on the toe. We're pressing through the leg and leaning back. Stretch through the quadricep and into our hip flexors. Hip flexors get so much work. We use them to walk up the stairs, to walk. Then we're leaning forward, bring the leg in, and we're changing sides. Just a few more minutes and we'll be finished today. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you. Slide the foot in, and we are finished. Thank you so much. Namaste. I'll see